This is not your NBC. This is CAN TV, Channel 21. And you are tuned in to the Black Star Still Rising program hosted by the Black Star Project, sponsored by the Black Star Project, and hosted by me, Stephen Black Butterfly Carter. I'm so happy to have my audience back here today. Today you're going to meet a general and find out what war he is battling with some troops, and I'm going to give you his name. Right, get your pencil and paper down, pencil and paper. You're going to need to be taking some notes on this gentleman who you're going to meet in a few minutes, but I got to do my shout-outs today. You know I got to do them today, and today's a special day. But let me start, though, with Darius Hillman, the executive director of the CAN TV studio here. I want to thank him for giving our organizations like the Black Star Project opportunities to present the programs and things that are happening in the community. And I want to also say, this is a kind of a shout out to my Divine Nine brothers and sisters who have started and continued part of the fundraising drive to keep CAN TV viable and a viable operation. Thank you, the AKs and the Alpha Brothers, my Alpha Brothers, who have already contributed to CAN TV. We're asking them, whatever year your organization was founded, want you to write your check. Like for Alpha Men, they're going to write it for $19.06. 1906 was when we were founded. AKAs, Deltas, we got some Deltas in already, some Qs coming in already. We're going to have a great project, my Divine Nine brothers and sisters. Please do your part. This program is special. It's special because we're going to be honoring today the 7th anniversary of the passing of Philip Jackson, the founder of the Black Star Project, and the person that's making it possible and has done so much in the community in furthering the mission of the community. And we're so glad that he is in our memory and has passed on his legacy to Gloria Smith, the executive director of the Black Star Project. So I want you to tune in. If you haven't called your friends, tell them tune in to Channel 21. Call them now and have them start watching the program. Also want to give my thanks and shout out to Imani Payne. Imani, wave to our audience. All right, Imani, good. And she's the one that makes things happen in the studio, makes the sound and the visuals all perfect with this background. We couldn't get a better sound engineer or better engineers for our program. Got to also give the thanks out and shout out to my associate producer. That's Dr. Michael Washington and Mr. Ellis Taylor. Thank you for being there for us and making these things possible. I want to start out and now introducing who is going to become a friend. And I know already when I talked and prepare for a program like this, and I get a chance to talk to guests like this, I can tell when he's going to have, when they're going to ask, I'm going to ask him to come back again. I'm going to ask this gentleman again. This is Sel the General Dunlap. Here's his official title. We're going to give you his official title. He is the founder, creator of the War on Filth and Fear campaign. Yeah. He is a spiritual engineer in training. That means he's got more to do. And he's not so much an unsung hero. He is a hero that is just not sung about enough. You're still our hero. And you'll be sung out. They're going to be singing about you for ages.
Yeah.
Sel,
yeah.
Talk to my audience and tell them a little bit about some of the programs that you're doing. And should we talk about your motto? Give us your mantra.
Can I sing for you first?
Yes, you can. Go ahead.
Why can't we be clean? 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 I see the trash and filth everywhere. It make it look as though we just don't care. Why can't we be clean? Why can't we be clean? Why can't we be clean? Why can't it goes on to tell a story? Of course, there are
That's all
more
about
stanzas
story.
to it. Yeah, and to answer that question, why can't we be clean? In many respects, it's because we won't be clean.
We won't be clean. Tell
We
all
won't.
that.
Yeah, we
But
won't be
Tell
clean.
them that mantra, the other mantra that you have. It takes.
If it takes a village to raise a child, we hear this all the time. Everybody's
Takes a
screaming
village,
this.
yeah.
Oh, it takes a village. It takes a village to raise a child. Okay, cool. But a clean village does it better. Just that simple. In every respect.
We're going to have you repeat that later on. And we want to leave people with that idea that a clean village makes it even better.
Much better.
Okay.
Much better. Our children experience a psychological trauma, unbeknownst to them, just walking by garbage, trash, and debris. It has been determined that if you live in that type of an environment long enough, it will take up residency in you,
In your mind. And
in your mind,
yes.
in your actions,
Yes.
in your language,
Talk to them. Talk to them.
in your language.
Yes.
The stuff that you do is, in many respects, is the result of that physical environment.
Mm-hmm.
Once filth takes up residency in you, you don't have no self-respect,
You lose it.
no self-esteem,
Mm-hmm.
no respect for other people,
Yes.
and there's virtually no respect for you. When people see that you're comfortable and you're willing to live in trash and debris, it doesn't really bother you. We have so much to talk about. I don't want to get out in front
Well,
of
you
you.
know what? I got some. You're timing with this. I read something the other day. I must have been prescient about you. Here's what I read the other day. Sometimes when you live with something long enough, you just get used to it, no matter how disgusting it is.
Yeah,
If you live with something long enough, you get used to it,
yeah,
and it's disgusting. You can't imagine that.
yeah. Those, if I can't
go
speak
please,
to them
let's
again,
see.
those of you who are watching us,
Yes.
certainly thank you. If you own a piece of property, what determines the value of your piece of real estate?
Okay. I
All
know
right.
the magic words. Go ahead.
Is how well you take care of it, but also your tolerance for those negative elements that drag your property value down. Meaning that vacant building next door to you or down the street, across the street or around the corner, or those several vacant properties in your immediate area has a tremendous impact on what your property is worth. Can I tell you a short story
You can
about
make a long story as long as it doesn't go past 5.
Back in the 70s, I used to conduct
Yeah.
block club meetings.
Okay.
I would
You facilitate the
attend.
meeting?
I would attend block club meetings.
Okay.
And I would collect a dime from everybody
Okay.
until I had $1. Take those dimes, put them in my pocket, take out a dollar bill, put it in an ashtray, and set it on fire.
That was demonstrative. Go ahead,
Oh
brother.
man, they were free.
Did they report you to the
They were
Department of
free.
Treasury Department?
When the dollar bill had turned to ashes,
Yes.
I would ask, is there anybody here who would like to get their dime back? And some would be indignant. Yeah, give me my damn money back. You crazy? All right. And I'd give them back their dime. Others would say, no. I want to see where this is going.
Yeah, yeah.
And I would then tell the story that if they had put, say, $3,000 in the bank, went back sometime later
Yes.
to see what was happening with their money, and the banker said, well, Mr. and Mrs. Depositor, that interest that we promised you,
Yes.
we're sorry. It's not there. It's
Not there. This,
And that $3,000 that you brought to us,
okay.
it's only $2,500 now. All right. I said, we would see you on the 5 o'clock news. Absolutely.
Somebody going postal on you.
You should have the same attitude about your property values.
Okay.
All right. That value should be protected. You should be conscious of those things that drag your property value down. And at this time, I would pull out several pictures that I had taken of their block the day before. Well, back then, it was like 2 days, development time. But I would pull out pictures of abandoned cars on their blocks, empty buildings on their blocks. Some of them would be open. Pictures of the vacant lots, the curbs and gutters that would be broken sometime. Then there would be sidewalks that would be broken up, and they would just be tolerating it.
Yes.
Pictures of their alleys that looks like a bear's butt. All right? And I said, because you tolerate these conditions, your property value isn't at all worth what it should be worth.
Right.
Now, my program area was the far Austin area.
Okay.
Okay.
We're familiar with that area, yes.
Okay. And I would tell them that if your property was another 10 blocks further west, be in Oak Park.
Okay.
Be worth another
Across that line,
$25,000, $30,000.
yes.
Why?
That's right.
Because Oak Park was not tolerating that type of garbage in their community. And I applaud them for what they did to preserve their...
You told me some of the stories about that. What was I never knew about Austin and how they maintained.
Well, look, the 1968 Housing Act afforded black folk the opportunity to use FHA mortgages. Prior to that, we were trying to buy on contract.
On contracts.
All right.
Yes, we know the story about the contracts.
And you didn't
yes.
have to come up with very much money to take advantage of an FHA mortgage. I know of black brokers who were giving the homeowner, the purchaser, their down payment so that they could get their commission from the sale of the property.
Right.
All right?
Right.
Crazy mess like that. People wanted to pursue that American dream. Understood that. They wanted that house, that yard, but had no idea about the responsibilities of home ownership.
And maintaining your neighborhood,
and absolutely.
Okay. Yes.
They were no more prepared to participate in that as some of them might not have been prepared to participate in a double Dutch contest. Had good intentions, and they deserved those intentions, but their pockets weren't deep enough to take care of their ongoing maintenance of a piece of property.
Right.
There were a lot of people. I served as the area property manager for HUD over an area that went from Western Avenue to Austin Boulevard.
You were big time in this.
I was. When I look back on it, yes, brother, I was. My area was from Chicago Avenue to 26th Street, virtually the west side.
Yes.
Back then. All right, and I was in charge of all foreclosed properties that were 1 to 4 unit buildings.
Okay. Yes.
And I did some creative things, like I would pass out flyers where some of my properties were on the block, telling people, if you catch somebody breaking into this building, call me. If I get there in time with the police to catch them, I'll pay you $150, no question asked.
Oh, they're going to drop a dime, huh?
Yeah.
They are going to drop a dime there.
I was successful in catching one guy as a result of a neighbor calling.
Yes.
People would break into those properties and strip them of their vitals, all right?
Yeah.
Making it all the more of an issue trying to bring them back. We were going through blue hell at that time. I was favored with an opportunity to get involved with some folk who were losing their property, going through foreclosure. I didn't have a background in high finance at all, but I just knew that something was wrong. I would march those people up into the bank, mortgage companies, demanding that they work out a forbearance agreement with them.
Here comes the general. Watch out.
Yeah. I mean, it was such a blessing to me. And there's some folk out in the Austin area right now, well, coming back west toward Western Avenue, who were losing their property, and I was able to intervene and restore their.
I see. I drove through that this past Saturday, coming back from out in the suburbs from a funeral, and I saw all the. I'm not going to say gentrification, but there's still beautiful properties. And
beautiful.
The closer you get to the stadium, United Center, the more and more the property has increased in value, been maintained, etc.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, brother. Well, I believe that we all deserve to have a decent place to live. I do, and I know the value of having a decent home. A decent home.
Why don't you talk about the ebony zone? Let's
This
talk about it in comparison to the blue zone in
blue zone.
another place.
Okay.
Share that with our
Speak
audience.
up. All right, the blue zones. A guy out of Minnesota went around the world, and he found 5 communities where people were living well into their 90s in good health. Good health. 5. They all enjoyed certain characteristics that contributed to the longevity and the well-being of the residents who lived in those areas. One was the food.
Food? Okay.
The food.
You
they
said
ate.
about 5 things. You shared with us
Yeah.
5 things
The food
that
they
you
ate.
Okay.
Yeah. Good nourishment.
Okay. So it's not only the longevity, but it was the quality of their
The
living.
quality of the life.
Okay.
Another thing that he found in these communities, that the people woke up even at that age with a mission.
2. Okay. You're supposed to be writing. You're supposed to be writing this down. Take notes on what the general is telling us, sharing with us. Go ahead.
There are 3 families in Inglewood that they're not taking notes right now, and I don't appreciate that. If you would, get a pen and pad.
Okay, yeah.
In Inglewood, please.
All right. You know it.
Almost.
Okay.
The other was that you exercise every day.
Exercise.
Exercise. Get up and do something. Get off your butt and do something. Walk around the block. Get a hobby that requires you to bend over.
Some
And-
cardio, some
Yeah.
cardio training for your heart and
absolutely.
other things for your muscle strength, etc.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The other is that if you're favored to have a mate at that age,
Okay.
it's a blessing. It's a contribution to your well-being. If you ain't got one, find one.
I ain't gonna let me keep quiet.
But also the environment that they lived in. All right, it was free of this garbage and trash and debris. Again,
That's free means your mind is free too.
thank you. You're in
Free to
control of
create.
your
Yes,
space.
okay.
Well, my vision is to introduce to Chicago one neighborhood, this concept of an ebony zone.
Okay.
Ebony, obvious. But it's going to take a different approach for us to change our eating habits. You know how much we be loving us some pork chops and neck bones. And
I get a taste for it every now and then.
I was once there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm no longer there. But it takes an effort. It takes an effort,
A mindfulness too.
a mindful effort to
Yeah.
to change your mindset. My intent is not to offend folk, but to let folk know that I care. I do. I have a no nonsense attitude about trash and debris. I don't
What they say in the army? Because you
pick
your
up
army, yeah.
pick up everything that doesn't grow. Every morning,
If it doesn't
they
grow.
would send us on what was called a police call. We'd make this long line and walk through the area where we were, housed, and they would tell us to pick up everything that doesn't grow.
I remember that from my service too.
That's a good
Yeah.
message.
Yes.
If it ain't about nothing, don't allow it to interfere with your quality of life. Your quality of life. It's just that simple. Cleaning up is the least expensive route toward economic development. Sometimes all it takes is time. It doesn't always take money. Money helps. But sometimes all it takes is time to do that. And
Or taking time for it.
taking time for it.
Because I've seen alleys in certain neighborhoods that are cleaner than downtown Chicago.
Oh,
And that's because of the people who are aware of the things that you're talking about now.
can I get real personal with you?
Yeah. I said, tell them.
Back in '75, I had this this female friend who was crazy about me, and I was a part of a business club out of
She was crazy about you?
oh, nuts.
Was she crazy?
Yeah, just nuts. Yeah, and I was going to Malcolm X. We had a business club that was out of sight. We used to give sets at the 500 room, and this particular night, I was dancing with her. She was one of Chicago's premier steppers. and she really helped me with my game on the
Okay.
floor.
Okay.
I asked her if she wanted to go home with me. She said, yeah.
Fess up.
We left 63rd Street. I drove the state, got to
were you?
Garfield,
Okay.
went west on Garfield,
Where were you coming from? The
Roberts 500 room.
Roberts 5. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I lived
Okay.
down the street.
Okay.
Yeah.
West on Garfield to Western, north on Western, and we're talking. But I'm also pointing out to her the majestic appearance of those structures, those
yes,
houses.
yes. I remember that, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
back in '75, just gorgeous, just
right,
gorgeous.
Right.
And I ended up taking her up north on Laramie and Diversey. I used to go
Okay.
up there to a clothing store called Irv's.
I did too.
All right.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
That's
buddy.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I was up there driving through the alleys, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh boy, I hope no cops saw
And
me.
I'm telling, there were no blacks that far north.
Yeah, no, no.
All right. And I'm pointing out to her, I said, these alleys are cleaner than our streets.
Yes. Yes.
And I told her, I said, I want you to know who you getting ready to get in bed with. This is what I'm really all about. I was a flashy dude, referred to as a dapper dude. Ward
Dapper
proudly.
Dan, huh?
Absolutely.
You said damn
Still.
right.
Still. The bottom line is that I wanted her to know who I was, really, beyond my surface presence. Okay? And I have always been that way in terms of dealing with the position that the cleansing process starts from the inside,
Okay.
the inside out.
Well, here's what you got to do. You got to do this, Sal.
Yeah.
Share with these folks out there, the ones in Englewood, other ones we haven't talked about yet, what they can do, how they either can volunteer to work with you and your organization or the organizations that you're working with to create what you just pictured as an ebony zone.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I want you to understand I'm not afraid of dirt. I want to go with the mention that it might come in, and it comes in all kinds. It's not just trash on the the streets. It's also people. I'm not afraid of us at all. I'm cautious, but I'm not afraid of us. I know what I'm talking about is godly. If you're living in filth, you're accepting the devil.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I want you to call the Black Star Project.
I got the number.
We got the number for you.
You want me to read it?
Please.
773-285-9600. Write that down. I'm going to say it once more.
Please.
773-285-9600. Tell us a quick bit about some of the things that you've done with the Black Star Project and what you anticipate doing. Because you showed me some pictures of some before and afters. I got excited about what can happen.
Yeah. They're at 87th and the Dan Ryan.
Okay.
I've got pictures of that parkway. That's the parkway is what's between the sidewalk and the curb.
Yes.
All right. On Lafayette.
Yes.
In front of Jules. They had all kind of garbage and trash out there.
Yeah.
All right. I took pictures of it for 3 summers. And the third summer, I sent them to the corporate headquarters of Jewel, challenging them on
Yes.
why in the hell are you allowing this type of garbage to exist in my community?
Right.
All right.
In other communities, you know it's not like that.
Not tolerated at all. Well, that led to them eventually coming in and cleaning that up. Maybe on our next show, I can bring the pictures, the before pictures.
Yes,
And
yes.
you can see what has happened there since then.
Folks, if you missed who we have here, we have Sel Dunlap, the general. He's going to be talking about and bringing more opportunities for you to beautify your community, show you how you can work within the community with programs of the Black Star Project to beautify your community.
Absolutely. When you go by the DuSable Museum, the street that is immediately west of the museum is called Payne.
Payne Drive.
Across the street,
Yes.
that enclave. 2 years ago, I walked over 150 feet into that area. You couldn't even see the museum because of the trees growing over. I got in touch with the director of the maintenance for the park department.
Mm-hmm.
They came out, not only pruned that, but they pruned all the trees around the DeSable Museum. They acknowledged how neglectful they had been.
Obvious.
All right. I'm in a knockdown, drag-out battle now with the director of the museum over there, which I'm...
Okay. Here's
But the
what
bottom
we
line
want you
is...
to do.
Go.
I want to do it right now before we go off there. Put your arm up. I want to thank you for coming and sharing these words. And look at our audience.
Yeah.
Tell them, come on back. Listen, look at them. They're out there. The ones in Englewood, they're still walking. So,
Yes.
thank you for being with us today. And again, we're honoring the 7th anniversary of Philip Jackson's passing.
Philip Jackson.
And his legacy they left with
Philip
Gloria Smith.
Jackson. Philip Jackson.
All right. Thank
Philip
you,
Jackson.
folks, for being with us today. And don't forget, those Black Greeks, these Divine Nine, get your money ready to support CAN TV Channel 21.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.